Welcome to Authentic Online Marketing with Ruthie Gray. Growing awareness for your blog, podcast, book, or product involves more than dancing to reels and yelling, "Buy my thing." This show models quality over clamor so you can put your spin on your message and market in a way that feels authentic to you, because nobody wants to sound like an infomercial. And now, here's your host, Ruthie Gray.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Authentic Online Marketing. I'm your host, Ruthie Gray, and because it's summer and schedules are random, I wanted to do a roundup of 5 different podcast episodes from the archives to delve into the topic of taking breaks from social media, particularly Instagram. Last summer, I did a special series on this very topic, and I've heard from so many Instagrammers and marketers who want to take a break over the summer and need to be with family, but they don't want to lose momentum. Or they're thinking if they do take a break, they're afraid they just won't come back, which is also a valid concern. And you may not think that I would give this kind of advice being an online marketing coach, but I'm going to tell you that I believe in being authentic, living an authentic real life, whether on or off social media. And my thought is, at least this is the way I operate. I can't be on all the time. And most of my people feel like they can't either. I just feel like you need balance in this crazy online social media driven world. And there is too much emphasis on being on all the time, and we can get caught in FOMO. And I don't want that for you. And I've learned how to create boundaries for myself. And you will find in these episodes, there are boundaries laid forth for you. So I want to give you this time-tested advice on how and when to take a break from Instagram and then how to come back and keep going while maintaining a busy schedule. Because life, right? In these 5 episodes I'm about to share with you, I'm just going to give you an overview of what is inside of them. And then I'm going to leave the links here in the show notes, and you can tap on and listen to all of them, or just 1 or 2 of them that you think might just really speak to you and your need at this point in your marketing. So key topics covered in these episodes include overcoming discouragement and burnout on social media, strategies for coming back to Instagram after taking a break, fitting in time for Instagram while managing other tasks, planning and time blocking for increased productivity, aligning opportunities with business goals, and repurposing content to avoid shiny object syndrome. I'll tell you how to do that and much more. Here's the rundown. The first episode I have for you is episode 38, When to Take a Break from Instagram. My special guest, Brenda McDermott, shares her personal experience of taking an unplanned break from Instagram and the discouragement she faced during that time. And you'll hear a pep talk from me, which worked. The second part of this summer series that I did last year is episode 39, How to Come Back to Instagram After Taking a Break. And it addressed the common problem of feeling overwhelmed during the re-entry process. And I shared about taking my own break following a launch and explored the importance of finding clarity, accountability, and refreshment through taking breaks and reassessing quarterly to prevent burnout. In the third episode in the summer series, it's episode 40, How to Fit in Time for Instagram. I shared 4 practical ways to keep busy without being overwhelmed with all the tasks. So here are 2 more episodes not included in that summer series that you may or may not have heard yet, or you possibly need a refresh for fitting in time for Instagram and managing tasks effectively to increase productivity. Because let's face it, we need to build an online presence and we need to build a platform, and it needs to not stop happening once we get into our projects and other things. We need to figure out how to fit it in and balance it without it overwhelming us. So I have for you episode 50, Time Management for the Christian entrepreneur. This features a conversation with one of my favorites, my friend and podcast coach. She's the reason that I'm here 3 years later. Her name is Ren Robbins, and she touched on the concept of time blocking and planning to effectively manage tasks and priorities, how to focus and build nurturing relationships on social media, and the significance of choosing needle-moving actions that have a substantial impact. You're going to love that conversation. We always have a good time batting conversation back and forth. And then episode 51 is my last suggestion for you, 7 tips to uplevel your productivity. And these are tips that I have learned over time, running my own business, growing my social media, guiding other groups and clients and communities. These are the tips that work. So if you're ready to supercharge your online marketing efforts, tap into the show notes to pick one or all of the helpful episodes mentioned here today. And don't forget to just relax and have some fun this summer. It only comes once a year. As always, don't forget to grab our Instagram growth kit, which breaks down how to get and stay consistent with helpful tools and hooks for your lives, reels, and posts. Remember, it's essential to take breaks from Instagram when needed, but we're here to help you get back in the groove. Thanks for listening today, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with the next episode so you can continue marketing your message your way in your own authentic voice. And now, listen in to these episodes.